Okay, everybody. Um, this is just a quick video. I already did a video earlier, but this is just a quick one. I hope I can do it quick. You know me, I love to talk. But anyway, I'm gearing this to mostly white people. Um, to white people, especially white people who are not racist. Okay, I'm talking to white people who are not racist. And I know there's a lot of you. And I know it's hard for you. I know it's very hard for you because of the three things, the two things that white supremacists are very good at. And you know, I spoke about it before, and I'm talking about intimidation and murder. Those are the two things that they're really good at, and they do. They've been doing it ever since conception. Um, and if you're a white person that is willing to stand up with people of color, you know, they love calling you and lovers, and they love calling you, you know, you're just as bad as they are, and you know, you're a traitor to the race, and you know, all that. And I hope you realize that that's just intimidation. You know, they're hoping that they're touching that one part in your heart that's gonna make you go, oh God, yeah, you know, you're right. Well, I want. They're not right. Okay, because the fact that you don't want to be like that is telling me and other people of color that you understand that it ain't about color. Okay? It's not about color. It's about the person. It's about the fact that you realize that people of color are just like me. We just have different colors. Okay? And we just have different cultures and different languages and different, you know, just we're different, but yet we are the same. Because the one thing that we all have that is like, I haven't seen any other person not have this. White person, black person, native person, Hispanic person, um, Asian person. You know, I have yet to see any of us not have this one thing, and that is the same color when it comes to blood. We all have red blood. We all have the same colored blood. Wow, think about that. Yeah, our skin color may be different. Our religion may be different. Our culture may be different. Our language may be different. But yet we all bleed the same color. Wow, isn't that strange? Uh, but it's not strange. It's not strange. I believe there's a reason why it's like that. It's so that we can unify, maybe. Did you ever think about that? Why would the Creator create us all so different, but yet that one thing that is not different is that we all bleed the same color? Things that make you go, okay. So I understand that you're afraid to stand up, but you need to. You really need to. And the thing about it is, we will stand with you. We're not going to let you stand by yourself, even though you have let us stand by ourselves for a very long time. But we've never done that to you. Okay, you can look at the civil rights movement. Okay, you can look at the AIM movement. Okay? You can look at the Hispanic movement. The farm workers movement. We didn't tell you, no, you can't join us. Because you're white, we don't want you. Now, I'm sure there might have been a couple of them. Probably did. Because there's always a couple in the bunch, or at least one. But the majority of us, we didn't do that. We were like, welcome. Welcome. So, please. Because I believe that the only way things are going to change is unless you speak up. And it's going to be hard for you to speak up against intimidation and murder. It's going to be very hard for you to do that. And I understand that. But that's the only way. That is really the only way. And I also want, and I kind of think that's the reason why politicians don't, especially white politicians, don't do that. You know? You've had a couple, but only a couple. But those couple that had stood with us, they're still with us. Because they know that we got your back, just like we see that you got our back. So, we're going to stay with you. So come on. Okay? Let us embolden you. Don't let the idiot embolden you. Don't let that happen. Okay? Because he's not doing it from his heart. He's doing it out of money. He's doing it out of what he can get. Because we already know, okay? The Latinos already know. They learned the hard way. Okay? Latinos for the idiot. Look what they learned. They voted for him and they fucked around and found out. You know? And the funny thing about that is that the black MAGAs, they ain't learned yet. They are still hanging on to this man, and it's like, really, guys? Really? What has to happen to you for you to realize that he don't give a shit about you? He's just using your ass big time. You know? So, you know, and yeah, I gotta be honest, there are some indigenous people that, you know, there's always a few. It's only a few, but there always is, okay? And it's sad, but they're there for a reason. Okay, they're there for a reason. And for me, they're there for a reason to make sure that I keep doing what I'm doing. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to turn myself around. Because there's just no way. There's just no way that I will be ever change my thinking when it comes to that idiot and his administration and the Republican Party and the corporate Democrats. I'm done. I'm done with you guys. I'm done with you guys. Okay? I'm done. Okay? And but you need to stand up. You need to speak up, and because it's coming up. You know, I believe in what Jolly said about the 26th election coming up, and if we don't do something now, yeah, it will be because they can't help but cheat. The Republicans unless they have changed their mind before then, unless they have really realized that this man is an idiot. This man is taking this country to a place where we do not want to go. We do not want to go, because you guys remember, he's got his finger on a certain button that he will press. He's the one that would definitely press that button. Okay? And especially if his buddy Putin tells him to, he's going to do it. Okay? So let's just stop. Let's be truthful about that. Okay? We got to stop him now. We have to stop him now. Okay? This white supremacy shit's got to stop. This Christian national bullshit's got to stop. It's got to stop. Okay? Now, I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I'm not religious at all. Even though at one time when I was younger, I wanted to be a nun, and I also wanted to be a clergyman. And I still wouldn't mind being a clergyman, because being a clergyman all it means is that I believe in a power greater than myself. Okay? And I do believe that. Okay? But, however, when it comes to the Bible, I have a lot of problems with the Bible, because the Bible was written by man. It was not written by God. Just because his disciples were men. Okay? So, all right? But the God of my understanding, he's very loving, very caring, unconditionally. Okay? And I believe that he's with me. And all I have to do is pray to him. And yes, I have been going through a lot of craziness. We really have, especially this past year. I've been going through a lot of craziness. A lot I brought on to myself, and then a lot wasn't brought on to myself. So it's like a 50-50 thing here. All right. However, I know that the Creator has been here for me and will be here for me. Okay? So, please, we can do this together. Okay? And we have to do it together. We have to do it together. So, I'm asking to please step out of that uncomfortableness and come into our uncomfortableness. Okay? Because our uncomfortableness is being healed. And you will be part of the healing. Okay? Because one of the reasons why a lot of people of color don't really feel so good is because of white supremacy. But it's very powerful to know that not all white people are like that. Not all white people are like that. And those are the ones we need to see. Those are the ones we need to hear. So, come on, y'all. Come on. Because we can make this world such a place that our children, the legacy that we can leave our children can be incredible. Can be totally incredible. And then the world that they will leave would be even more incredible. I wish I could live till 200, 300 years old, but that ain't gonna happen. Well, I don't know, maybe it might. But I'd look really ugly and wrinkly, and I don't want to look like that. So, but anyway, we can leave something really awesome for our children. And that's the most important, okay? That's the most important right now. So, okay, that's all I wanted to say. I love you. I still love you. And I may not like you, but I still love you. Okay, so peace and blessings. And yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. Maybe I'll do a video tomorrow. Maybe might not. I might take a break tomorrow, like I did yesterday. It all depends on what else is going to be said on the news, how I really feel. Because I don't really like doing these angrily, but hey, sometimes you got to do those things, right? So, yeah. Peace and blessings. And please leave me a comment. Let me know, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. Just let me know, okay? And I apologize if I talk too long and you don't get the full video and you have to look at my YouTube channel in order to get the whole video, because I have a tendency of, I'm sure you'll notice that. So, bitch, will you stop talking? I tell you, I crack myself up. I really do. And one of these days I'm going to tell you some really good jokes. Okay? I will. I haven't found one yet, but I will. I'll find some really good jokes. Okay, guys. Love you. Peace and blessings. Maskanawish.